when I mean we don't know, I can assure you that you will have your job at the end of COVID-19. I really can't. I wish I can, but I can't. And I think anybody who is sincere with you will tell you the same. Nobody can assure you that your job will be safe at the end of COVID-19. But what people can assure you and advise you to do is to be prepared, is to be ahead of the curve, is to get new skills that will still be relevant, COVID or no COVID. I can't promise you your business will still be intact, particularly some of you in certain field, fashion, right? Weddings, media, certain section of the media. I can't promise you your job. I mean, look at the cinema industry. Look at the cinema industry. Gone. Like gone. And nobody can even tell you when it's going to come back. So we're at a point where all you can do is to be prepared, is to have multiple options, multiple strategy, multiple income. That's what you want to do. That's what we're all doing. That's what smart people are doing. Okay? It's not, being a victim is not a strategy. I know in Africa, we're very emotional. So you see people say, imagine COVID happened. Everybody say, yeah, yeah. You know, and then playing PT party is some form of strategy in Africa, but it's never a strategy that will put food on your table. So if you're playing PT party, I'm a victim of COVID, help me, you don't understand. Everybody looking at you like, we're all victim of COVID. So what you want to do is to be proactive, is to get a new skill, is to put yourself ahead of the curve, is to do what 95% of the people are not doing. That's how you get off this. This is how you overcome this kind of issue. What are the 95% of people not doing right now? Okay, 95% of people, what are they not doing right now? Can you start doing that? And I can guarantee you that you weather this storm. But to tell you whether, oh, you still retain your job after COVID-19, I really can't promise you that. I wish I can. Okay, and I don't care what sector you operate in. We don't know. We don't know. So this is the time to acquire skills. There's the time to learn. There's the time to say to yourself, I want to have as many skills as possible so that whatever happened, at least one will work. I remember years ago, true story, my business, crumbled, that crashed, 100% crash, everything gone. And I said to myself, you know what, Steven? I'm going to do something, right? I will work on myself to a point where even if the witches in my village, because at some point I felt this must be spiritual. How can you, try, I had challenges in my business, and then every attempt to get back on my feet kept getting messed up. It's as if something was against me coming back on my feet. So I started a concept to send 200,000 emails every day. You heard me. 200,000 emails every day. And what I said to myself, even if all the witches in my village are on my matter, true story, if I send 200,000 emails every day, at least some of those mails will work for me. At least there will be one of these emails that the witches and the wizard after me will not see. And my customer will see, and they will still do business with me. That was the kind of approach I had to use. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad that it worked. In fact, I can tell you categorically that years later, reviewing what happened to me in business, I realized it wasn't witches, it wasn't wizard. In fact, what happened was I didn't have mentors. I, felt I could make it on my own, okay? And that was my assumption. I felt I could figure it out, okay? But nah, I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. Today, I will not do any, okay? Um, I will not do any business, honestly, today without a mentor. I don't care how good it is, I will not do it. But another thing I noticed was my problem when my business failed was also marketing. Marketing was a problem. It is only those who are seen that are patronized. A lot of times we go into business and we think it's about the quality of our product. And you don't get it twisted. You need a good product. You need a good product. But it ain't just the quality of your product, ladies and gentlemen, that make this thing works. You have to sell. You have to be visible. You have to be seen. You have to be seen. I don't know if you're excited to be in this day 5 of the Upgrade Summit Bootcamp. If you're excited, type I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. Kindly, okay, type I'm excited, I'm excited. If you're excited to be here, I'd like you to quickly do something for me across all the platforms that you're watching. I'd like you tell me your name and the city you're watching me from. Your name and the city you're watching me from. Secondly, as it's our custom, I'd like you to invite people, right? The only reason I'm here is that I'm not being selfish with what I know. I'm charging you, of course, to teach you what for you to move if you are interested in getting more than what I could teach for free. But the truth is that the main reason why I'm doing this is because I want you to learn. And I want you to do the same by passing it forward, paying it forward, invite people. I've heard countless, thousands of people who said to Mr. Stephen, when I heard you on YouTube, when I subscribed to your YouTube channel, I watch your videos. I didn't have money to join your coaching program, but from what you taught me on YouTube, I'm a millionaire today. I have had several people say this to me. Several people, I'm not kidding you, several people say this to me. So even if at the end of the day you can't join my coaching program, what I have taught you is enough to launch you on the path of success. I'm not kidding you. Because what I do is to give you some tangible information, okay, that even without coaching, you can start at that level. You can start at that level. And I have thousands of students, thousands. In fact, I remember there was a day, a young man, I didn't even see his insult. He had insulted me earlier and said all manner. And then later, true story, I got to see a message from this young man that said, Mr. Stephen, I want to thank you so much for what you do. He said, I went to your YouTube channel and I consume most of your product today. I'm a millionaire from e-commerce business. I want to say a big thank you. Now, only for me to scroll up to this person's message, and I saw that 3 months before that time, he had insulted me. The message he sent to me was an insulting message. He said I was arrogant, I was proud, I was this. And then 3 months later, the same person was sending me a message to thank me that he had gone to my YouTube, learned so much, and his life has changed. And I was like, what? And I did a screenshot and I told people, I said, ultimately, people change indeed. And it's not your responsibility to change them. Just leave them to God. Because in many cases, you can't change them. And I was using that to explain the fact that your enemy today can be your best friend tomorrow, can be your biggest crusader tomorrow. That's why don't always take things too personal. Some of us take insult too personal, because somebody has insulted you before, you never talk to the person. Okay, well, continue. Some of the people God will use to change your life are people who don't like you. Some of them are people who said some terrible things to you, but God will use them anyway to change your story. I don't know if you agree with me. If you agree, type I agree. God will use them anyway. I believe strongly some of those God used to change my life, I wouldn't have wanted God to use those people. God was to take my permission, right, to choose who he will use to change my life. There are some people who sought my consent to say, Stephen, who are those you want me to use to change your life? I am promising you categorically that some people will not have made that list. I will have clearly told God, Lord of heaven, hear me well. This person doesn't meet the list. This person doesn't meet the list. This person doesn't meet the list. But hey, God will use even your enemy to change your story. That's who he is. That's how it works. And that's why never say never. Never you say never. He's God of all flesh. That's why he's God. Okay? That's why he's God. That's why he's God. He can use anybody. Anybody. Your enemy. Your chief enemy. God can use them to turn your story around. I don't know if you agree with me. If you agree, type I agree. Come on, guys. If you agree with me, type I agree. That God can use your enemy to bless you. Your biggest enemy. Another thing I always say to people, and this is very important, and please note this, until certain people feel the job God created them to do is to bring you down, you have not started fulfilling purpose. Until you get to a point where some people feel their life mission is to bring you down because they are doing God a favor. They are doing God a favor. Okay, until it gets to that level, you've not started fulfilling purpose. People will gather, okay, as though their mission is to bring you down. As though by bringing you down, they are helping God. Until you get to that point, you have not really started fulfilling purpose. I'm telling you the truth. I have seen it happen, and I'm telling you it is how it works. So wake up, relax, and know when you start seeing that you're on the right path and that God is on your side. How many of you are ready for today? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Talk to me, guys. If you're ready today, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Today, I want to look at a powerful topic, how I made over 100,000 USD annually from speaking and writing. And this year, the goal is the $1 million. Yep, you heard me right. That's my goal this year. From writing and speaking, I have a goal of making $1 million this year. Come on, can everybody type $1 million? $1 million. Some of you say, that's too much. Well, it should be it's me that I say I wanted you, not you. And I'm beginning to see that my goal is even too small. My goal is small. I met a man today, not today, this week. How many of you remember the day I hosted David Imonite? You remember? David Imonite wrote on his wall everywhere in his house, I make $1 million every day. How many of you remember the day I hosted David Imonite? So I'm even seeing that my goal is too small, right? David Imonite wrote, I make, not his company, personal income. You know what I make from my books and my coaching is not my company's money. So no investors' money is involved, me alone, right? This same way, that was how David Imonite put his own. Me, I'm saying 1 year from writing and speaking $1 million. He wrote $1 million every day. Okay, that's his own goal. Every day. So if you think mine is too much, well, you're not getting it right. I think mine is too small. Because if somebody is saying $1 million every day, you need to understand how this works. Last year, I did over 100,000 US dollars from the business I'm teaching you now. This year, it has to be 1 million. And I think it's small. Okay, but let's start small, think big, and grow fast. That's how business works. Okay, in your own case, how many of you have a written financial goal for this year? If you have, type 1. If you don't, type 2. How many of you have a written financial goal for this year? In other words, this year, I'm making 10 billion naira. That's my financial goal for this year. If you don't like it, well, argue with your keypad. But that's my goal. Like I said, it's my goal, not yours, mine. Stephen Akintayo goal. Okay? And the question, do you have yours? Good. Some of you said you do. So type it. How much? If you have it, have you written out a check for yourself in this area? Have you written out a check for yourself in this area? If you have you written out a check for yourself in this area? In other words, you took out your check booklet and you wrote that amount and you put the date you're going to get it. Some of you have done that. So type the amount you are planning to make this year. Type it. I want to see it. Some of you say, you know, I don't want anybody to know. Then you don't have one. Because you know that the writing is step one. The saying is step two. Any goal you don't say is not a goal at all. Can I say that again? Any goal you are afraid to tell anybody about, okay, is not a goal at all. Don't bother. You're just deceiving yourself. It has to be spoken. Those are the principles of success. It has to be spoken. Okay? Somebody say he wants 500,000 USD. Is it written down? That's the question. Okay, is it written down? Is it written down? Oh yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Let me see. Oh, good. Anthony has written down his own. Let me see those of you on the webinar call. You have your goal written down. I have Gavin has 15 million naira. Benjamin has 40 million naira. Is it written down? That's the next step. That's the next question. So step one is the process of you having the goal. Step two is that you write it down. Okay, and if possible, you tear a check and you send money to yourself. Segla says 100 million naira. Segla is it written down. King Charles says 500 million naira. Is it written down? Aaron Dave says $1 million. Is it written down? So it's not just talking, it has to be written down. Good. Gavin says, I have it written down my vision board. I'm happy about that. Alfred has a goal on Instagram, has a goal of 10 million naira. Is it written down? Those are the secrets to success. Not just about, oh, I have this vision, I have this goal. You have to write it down. The Bible says, write the vision down, make it plain, that he may run that readeth it. I don't know if you remember. Write the vision down, make it plain, that he may run that readeth it. That is how this thing works. Okay? That's how it works. Okay, so let's go into today's training. Secrets to monetizing your speaking, writing skill. How to make 5 million naira. Okay, into our webinar, we've done that training before. Today, we're just going to focus on how to make money from writing and speaking. Okay, that's what we're going to be focused on. I want you guys. Kayode wants to make $15 million this year. Fidelis wants to make $2 million. Interesting. I'm glad to know. Are we ready for today's training? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I want you to quickly share this video across all social media platforms. Invite your friends, invite your loved one, let everybody get on board. Invite everybody to join us. I'm Stephen Akintayo, Africa's most sought after investment coach. The CEO of GTES Global and founder of Stephen Akintayo Foundation. We're an NGO. We do a lot in charity projects, and I have strong passion in helping, the less privileged. It's just something that gives me joy, and it's fun for me to be in a privilege to help people. started our business with about $10 and grown it to multi-billion naira investment corporation today, property company today. And we're still working hard. Every day we are hustling, we're pushing hard. Because you see, I don't know about you, but I'm hungry. How many of you are hungry? If you're hungry, type I'm hungry. I'm hungry, I'm hungry. Talk to me. How many of you are hungry? If you're hungry, type I am hungry. Some of you are not. You need to be honest with yourself and you need to create the hunger. I've received several awards in my lifetime. Okay?
What's up to all the students in Stephen Akintayo's class? I just want to say, let him keep coaching you. Hopefully, he's putting you on the right track. I just met the man. I think he's amazing. What's up?
Hello, David.
There you go. All right, get focused.
So I don't know about you, as you heard from Damon John, he said get focused, right? Damon John is done, his company has done transaction excess of $6 billion. And the guy is hustling. I don't know why me I should be playing, right? I don't know. And these are the kind of people me I follow. $6 billion, right? $10 billion. Those are the kind of people. So me I'm still counting naira. They are counting dollars. You know, there's a difference now. Okay. Some of you are not hungry. Let's be realistic. You're not hungry. You're not hungry for success. And let me tell you why you're not hungry. What will you do to succeed? How far will you go to succeed? Can you empty your account to succeed? Okay, can you leave your comfort zone to succeed? Can you work for 16 to 18 hours to succeed? Okay, what will you do? What price are you willing to pay? It's easy for all of you to type it. I can see many of you typing, Andy Law. Okay, I can see you typing. Here not us. I can see you typing, right? Anthony, everybody's typing. But what price will you pay? It's easy to talk, but it's not easy to pay the price. Okay, I've mentored several people. This is one of my most proud protege, Mohammed Adeleke, doing very well. Last year I did 150 million. You know, I've raised several mentees, and I'm proud of that. Because I want you to write down, you are not yet successful until you raise successful mentees. Can everybody type that? You are not yet successful until you raise successful mentees. Can everybody type it again? You are not yet successful until you raise successful mentees. So ultimately, your ability to raise other people who are successful speaks so much to how really successful you are. Okay? What price are you willing to pay to succeed? Can anybody type? I want an answer. What price are you willing to pay to succeed? I want an answer. Yeah, come on, everybody engage me. And as you're joining us, remember, tell me your name, your city, invite everybody to this webinar. Invite people. We're live at www.upgradesummit.com/bootcamp. Some of you watching across social media, you can join us on Zoom. It's a lot better, you know, joining on Zoom, and distractions are lesser compared to watching it on Facebook or Instagram or other platform. So you can join us. And please, if you're also watching on Facebook and you're comfortable with the Facebook, share. Invite your friends, invite your loved ones, invite people. Tell them the eagle is live. Come learn how to monetize speaking, how to make money from speaking. Okay, so invite everybody. Tell them I'm waiting for them. Okay, I am. So let me read some of your comments. Anthony says, yes, thank you for writing that. You are not yet successful until you raise successful mentees. But the next question is, what are you willing to do to become successful? Andy Law says, time and hard working. You see, you can't even specify it, Andy Law. You are not even specific. Andy Law, you have to be. Okay, Victoria B says, okay, yes, Victoria B just mentioned my Kotebuko. You guys are not talking to me. What price, what sacrifice are you willing, okay, to become successful? What is the sacrifice? My media team, can you paste the meeting ID for some of the on Facebook? Some people want to join us via Zoom. They're asking for meeting ID. I doubt it should ask you for a meeting ID, but either way, can my media team post the meeting ID, please? So we need to know, ladies and gentlemen, there has to be a price. There's a price. The biggest reason for failure is that people want to be successful without paying a price. There is a price to success. Okay, success doesn't just jump on people's. If that's the way it works, everybody else will be successful. Don't you get it? If there is no major cost to success, we all will be successful. We all will be successful. We won't need to do any special thing. We just all will be successful if there is no major sacrifice that is required. So, Dave says, pay the price for knowledge to succeed. All these are just grammar. Well, let me give you the simple answer. At the beginning of this class, I told you how much do you want to make this year. And many of you were excited to quote figures, massive number of figures, right? Good job, nice one. But here, the gospel truth. And anybody, quote me anywhere, anybody who doesn't tell you this is deceiving you. The day your sacrifice match, okay, your desired earning, okay, that's the day the manifestation will occur. Let me say this again. The day, okay, your sacrifice matches your desired earning will be when the manifestation will occur. In other words, you want to make $15 million. Good. The day you pay the sacrifice of people making that kind of amount, okay, that's the journey to making that kind of money. There is something the people who make $15 million do that others are not doing. And I'm not saying something illegal. I'm not saying something illegal. Maybe they read 100 books a day, and you have read only 2 this year. Do you see what I'm talking about? Maybe they are givers. They give a lot. They can empty their account to help people. And God in turn opened their eyes to great ideas that make them rich. Well, you have to just figure that out. That's why you need to get a mentor that is making the kind of money you want to make. What is he doing? And then that's what you want to do. You want to study that kind of person. I said, what is he doing? Because until your sacrifice matches your desired earning, manifestation is not yet in view. The difference between the people earning that money and you is the gap of sacrifice. It's the gap of sacrifice. I can tell you that for free. If you sleep 8 hours a day, it's going to be hard for you to make that kind of money. That one I can tell you for free. 8 hours a day, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Now, someone will tell me, but there are some rich people who say they sleep 8 hours a day. Well, they didn't start at your level. You need to wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee. Those rich people didn't start at your level. For example, you want to tell me Mark Zuckerberg didn't sleep, is sleeping more than 8 hours a day. You don't know where it started from. Mark Zuckerberg was not born in Nigeria for a starter. For a starter, he wasn't born in Nigeria. I remember reading one day $10 say I sleep 8 hours a day. I said, go and ask Dangote. Dangote told you he sleeps 5 hours a day. Then $10 told you that he sleeps 8 hours a day. And then you want to pick $10's model. What you forgot was that $10 is the son of the former governor of Lagos State. How many of you remember? Dangote, right, was not the son of anybody. He was his parents were not rich. He had to work hard under his uncle. And even when he left his uncle, he had to take a loan because it wasn't as if his uncle was going to dash him money. So you can't compare. You see, our background determines the level of sacrifice we need to put in. And many of us miss this part. You miss this part in your calculation. You don't know that the kind of marathon the daughter of Otedola will do is different from your own. The kind of race that Dangote's children will run is different from your own. Your father is not Dangote. I remember a story one day, I don't know how true it is, that there was a particular coffee shop, Bill Gates went to take coffee. Again, if this is making sense, type it is making sense. Come on, talk to me. Is this making sense? If it's making sense, type it's making sense. You know, I was told that he went to take coffee, right? Bill Gates. And then that same shop, his daughter had gone there, you know, some weeks earlier. She took coffee, his son rather, or his daughter, I guess. I can't remember the story now. Took coffee. And then gave the guy, tipped the guy $100. Then it was said that Bill Gates came to take coffee in the same place, and then he dropped $5 tip. So the guy, the attendant had to, he didn't know when he had to say, sir, something is wrong. Your daughter was here. Your daughter is not the richest person in the world. As at that time, Bill Gates was the richest from the story I heard. Again, I don't know if it's true. I said, your daughter ain't the richest person, but she gave me $100 tip. You are the richest person. And you're giving me just $5 tip. Why? And I was told that Bill Gates said, my daughter is the daughter of the richest man in the world. Me, I am the son of a carpenter. There's a difference in how we spend money. You see the difference? How many of you think that's a powerful statement? You think it's powerful, type powerful, powerful, powerful. Did you hear that statement? Again, he said, I am the son of what? A carpenter. There's a difference. My daughter is the daughter of the richest man in the world. We cannot spend money the same way. We are different people. I grew up poor. My daughter grew up and met money at home. We will act in a different way. We will spend in a different way. So never compare yourself with these people. Say, you know, but some other people are making money easily. Well, you are not them. Just get that for a starter. You are not those people. And so stop comparing yourself with those people. You're not them. Okay? They're different. They are what? They are different. You got it? Thank you. Can keep the change. Yeah. So we're different. And it's important to know that there's a difference between somebody from a rich background and somebody who had to work hard to get to where they are today. Okay, good. So let's go into today's training properly. Now that we have all gotten that there is a price for success, because I get a bit pissed off when I see people just thinking success is just something you can pick on the floor. There is a price. There is a price. For 4 years, I was doing videos. Many of them later turned to books, right? Every day. And you can see me every day. I'm coming here training you, right? Every day, just doing it, just doing it. That's the price. Some of you, to even share the video, I'm the one doing the video. All you need to do is just hit the share button on your Facebook. You can't do it. Some of you are watching me. Some of you to even invite your friends on Instagram and tag and say, hey, this is a good content. You can't do it. Yet, you want to make $15 million. That's a sacrifice. I've met a lot of people who come to my DM and start saying, you know, give me advice, give me this. I'm like, the truth is that you can't always learn to be a parasite to people. Even when we do video, I will do video, you didn't share the video. You still come disturb me on my DM to me. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Life comes with a sacrifice, with a price. What are we looking at today? Monetizing, writing, and speaking. Okay, it's very powerful. Okay, when we say monetizing, it simply means converting of asset, talent, or skill, okay, into sets of cash. It's not enough to be a writer or an orator. It's more important to brand your skill, okay, and set yourself ready for the marketplace. You have to brand your skill for the marketplace for you to turn it to cash. Okay, do you know that in the US alone, 675 million books were printed in the US market alone last year. That's US market alone. And we're not talking of billions of ebooks across the world. There's big money in this industry. There's big money in the publishing, writing industry. I have written 34 books. You can see some of them here on Amazon. Advanced Mini Importation, that's my book. Millionaire Freelancer, all these are my books. And as you can see, one of them, $47. So when I told you I'm making money, it's not stories, okay? It's something that is real. Go to my Amazon page, you're gonna see it there. The books are there. How do you begin to make money also like me? That's why I'm here to teach you. How do you write a book if you don't like to write? You are lazy in writing. Let me say two things about this writing of books. Number one, you must write a book before you die. I want everybody to type it right now. I will author a book before I leave this earth. Everybody engage me, I'm waiting. Can everybody type that? I will author a book before I leave this earth. I'm waiting for all of you to do that. Type it, type it. I will author a book before I leave this earth. I want everybody to type it. There's power in confession. There's power in confession. You want to confess, you want to say it. There's a power in the spoken word. That's why I'm asking you to type it. I will author a book before I leave this earth. Now I've written 34 books and they're all on Amazon. So let's just assume all I sell is 100 books a week. How much is coming? And at $47 a piece. Okay? Do you see what we're talking about? Law of average. Law of average. $47 multiplied by what? Let's just say 100. That's $4,700. Multiply that by 55. Do you see? There goes over $200,000. That's how you make money. So number one, you must write a book before you leave this earth. You are not respected until you are written books globally, internationally. People only respect you when they see that you've written books. You have to be an author. You have to write something. Number two reason why writing books is important is because by you writing a book, you are writing something that will outlive you. Someday, no matter how many years I spend on this earth, I'm going to die. But you see, the day I die, my books will sell more than while I was alive. I've left transgenerational wealth by being an author. These are some of the reasons why you must write a book before you leave this earth. You just must write a book before you leave this earth. It doesn't make any sense. You must tell a story, and everybody has something they can teach and write and talk about. Everybody has. Number two reason why you should take this book thing seriously, right? If you have not done this all these years, is also because there is something special about how you are seen globally when you do this. I remember my experience the first time I went to the US. I've shared this story several times. It was my first time in the US, was for a World Bank event, and I didn't come with my invitation letter. And so I was at the point of entry, and when it's your first time in the US, they always scrutinize you a lot. So I told them I was here for a World Bank event. They said, what's the proof that that was what brought me to the US? And I didn't have it. So they said, oh, they have a way of being nice. You won't know there's a problem. They'll just be nice. Oh, you know what? Follow this gentleman. They put my passport in a yellow bag. They said, follow this gentleman. So I followed the so-called gentleman. Okay, and went, and then they told me, oh, hello, have your seat, we'll call you later. So I said, you know what, let me call my visa consultant, the person who helped me process my US visa, to ask him whether this is how things are always done when you come to US. So I spoke to him, he said, oh, why did I forget that, I should have known that the letter of invitation to that conference was important. They needed to see it. So I said, but I didn't know. So he said, okay. He said, the truth is that what bag did they put my passport? I said, yellow. He said, well, that's still good. He said, because once they put it in red, that I will just land in Nigeria like that. You know, I mean, he said in a very dramatic way. I said, eh? Are you kidding me? He said, yeah. So once they put your passport in red, you just disappear to Nigeria. I mean, you know, but it wasn't funny. He was smiling, but it wasn't funny to me. So I stood up and I went to meet the immigration official. They had not called me. I said, excuse me, why am I being subjected to, you know, further scrutiny? I've been to other countries of the world. I didn't have this kind of experience. I'm trying to enter the country. What is wrong here? The first thing that happened was the guy was shocked at my boldness. And I didn't know I was doing anything special. It was later I was told that Nigerians don't talk that bold. And many Nigerians always think that it's a privilege to be in the UK or in the US. Well, certainly for me, it wasn't a privilege. And I have said this a million times to people. Traveling to the UK to the US is not a privilege, not an achievement. I know some of you don't like me when I talk like this, but it's the truth. It's not an achievement that you are in UK, US, Canada. It's not an achievement. So for me, being in the US certainly wasn't an achievement. And so I looked at the guy and I said, look, I've been to other countries. I've been to the UK, I've been to Ghana, I've been to, you know, but I wasn't treated this way. The guy laughed. I said, well, you Nigerians, you normally say half truth and half lie. And this is the reason why, you know, we held you this accountable. You say half truth, you say half lie. Okay, so guys, are you there? Are you enjoying this? If you're enjoying this, type I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this. If you're enjoying this, can you type I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this? Talk to me. Okay, beautiful. Everybody's enjoying this. So, you know, I said to them, so they looked at me, they said, well, you Nigerians, you say half truth and half lie. Oh, Jesus. As they said that, it was as if they took hammer and hit my head. My brain, you know, sparked. I couldn't understand that kind of word. They said, because you Nigerians, you say half truth and half lie. So I looked at the guy, I said, well, I'm not an ordinary Nigerian. Google my name. The guy smiled. I said, well, we're not talking about social media. Of course, if I Google your name, I'll see your social media handle. So when he said, you know, social media handle doesn't matter, I said, I'm also not talking about social media handle. I'm talking about books that I've written. I'm talking about media interview. As soon as I said books, it was as if I said something special. I said, you're an author? You've written books? So when I noticed that caught his attention, I pocketed my hand. I said, yes, not even one, not two. I said, and it's on your Amazon. Okay, so the guy went, I mean, they had internet, they had computer. It's not like our immigration officers that will say internet is bad or there's no electricity. God will help Nigeria. And the guy said, you wrote The Mobile Millionaire. I said, yes, that's my book. He said, you wrote Survival Instinct. I said, yes, that's my book. He said, on behalf of the United States of America, I want to welcome you to Atlanta, Georgia. You're obviously one of the most important people from Nigeria. Okay, and welcome. That's how I got my dignity back. I thought some of you celebrate me. You see, you guys are just watching me. Even immigration officers know how to salute the bro, the emperor, or the Yugu. You guys are watching. You're not saying. But guys, that was how I got my dignity, right there. And since that time, I've always gotten my dignity anytime I come to the US, for me or to any part of the world. You ain't doing me a favor by hosting me in your country. Because the truth is that there's no time I've been to any of this country, I don't spend an average of $10,000. Hotel accommodation, and so on and so forth. So I'm the one doing you a favor, coming to your country, right? And I'm not, looking for a job. I'm not looking to stay in your country. I know Nigeria is bad, but they say monkey no fine, mama like him. In my own context, Nigeria no fine, but me, I like them, right? And I'm in Nigeria. I became a billionaire in this country, and we will change this country, and we stay faithful to her. And I respect those of you who are not, and I understand if you have to leave the country, I get it. But in my own case, that's my own faith. And I've chosen to hold on to my faith, and it's been working. So it's important to know that books has a way of giving you global recognition. Being an author is a form of being a global citizen, because anywhere in the world you can introduce yourself through the books you have written, and they know you can't disappear. They know you're obviously somebody of repute and respect. Now, monetizing your book is very important. There are various international and local platforms to advertise your published material. People cannot buy what they cannot see. This is why advertising is a powerful tool used to generate leads and money for a product. Okay, which platform are you using to advertise your book? This is also important. Some of you are authors, but you have never published your book. How many of you have spent, okay, at least $500 to market the books you have written? If you have, type 1. If you have not, type 2. If you have spent at least $500 to market your books, type 1. If you have not, type 2. As you can see in the screenshot, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see in my screenshot, I spent over $70,000 in Facebook advert last year alone. This year, I'm going to be spending about $250,000 USD on Facebook adverts alone. Okay, on Facebook adverts alone. Okay, so you can see many of you are authors, but you've not advertised your book, yet you want people to know. Some of you think the reason people are not buying your book is because your book is not that interesting. Sometimes it's not true. It's because you've not published it. People can't buy what they've not seen now. They have to see it to be able to buy it. They have to be able to see what you sell. They have to see your books. And you have to spend some money to market it. Now, there are a couple of websites that you can, first of all, publish your book on them. How many of you are, have self-published your book? Can you type self-published? If you have not self-published your book, type 2. If you have self-published your book, type the word self-published. If you have never published your book before, can you type, of course, 2? Okay, just type number 2. So I need you to know that there are a lot of platforms that allows you to publish your book. Years ago, you need to get a big publishing company to publish your book for you. Now, anybody can write a book and publish it, and it will be accessible in the 7 continents of the world. How many of you think that is cool? That is cool. And this is part of what technology offers. That's why you don't joke with technology. You can publish right now in China, people can buy my book. In Dubai, okay, in Saudi Arabia, they can buy my book. In Australia, they can buy my book. Okay, so meanwhile, in those days, even when they do this so-called, when a publishing company publish your book, in many cases, it's still restricted in terms of the location of the world that they can still find your book. But with this opportunity to leverage on some of these websites, makes it easy. So Amazon.com is number 1 that you can, using Kindle publishing on Amazon. We have Gumroad. You can publish your book there. We have just Kindle, same thing with Amazon. You can publish your book. We have BookBob. Okay? We have Free Book Hub. And of course, you can just do a PDF version of your book and then create a 1-page landing page and then do Facebook advert. And as people pay on your 1-page site, through your Facebook advert or social media advert, you redirect them to the download link of your book. So the whole concept of publishing book has become easier. In our days when we started, I remember my friends spending millions to go and print books. Now I don't spend one kobo. I'm going to be launching 15 new books August 1st. 15 new books. How many of you are excited about that? August 1st, Akintayo is launching 15 new books. Are you happy to hear that? 15 new books, August 1st. Yeah, you heard me. 15 new books. So it's amazing, isn't it? Oh, come on, talk to me. If it's amazing, type is amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing. Talk to me, guys. So being able to use this platform means you can publish as many books as you want. No limitation. No limitation. And you can make as much money as you want. How many of you are enjoying this class? If you're enjoying TAP, I'm enjoying this, I'm enjoying this. Talk to me, guys. Type, I am enjoying this, I'm enjoying this. I don't know what I've done to many of you. You have not shared this video. Please share this video 50 times. Copy the link, paste on your WhatsApp, or your Facebook, or your LinkedIn. Share across all social media platforms. There's also an icon called Facebook Party. Click on it and invite all your friends. For me, anybody who is not ready to listen to this kind of information, they shouldn't even be your friend in the first place. Okay? My friends will share information, we share seminar story. Have you heard about this seminar? Please go learn about this. Because you need people who value knowledge. People who don't value knowledge ain't going anywhere. Either at 20 or at 40, the day you stop learning is the day you start dying. So share this video across all social media platforms. Those of you on Instagram, invite your loved ones. Tell them the Eagle is in the building. Let them come and learn. Very important. So social media platform is also a way to sell, at least publish your book. Now, I want you to know that embrace technology if you're going to be a successful author. If you're going to be a rich author, you have to embrace technology. Start off with ebooks if you do not have capital to invest in paper, books. Start with ebooks. That's what I started with. A lot of you will be telling people you need money to print your books. I mean, let me say this, and I want everybody to write this down. Smart investor creates the market before the product. Can everybody type that down? Quotable quote by me. Smart investors create the market before the product. This is one of the reasons why many people are poor. If I ask you now, Mr. So, when are you going to start your business? The question you're going to be telling me is, you need to understand, and plenty grammar. When are you going to start your business? I need capital, you see. I need about $100,000 to open my office. Story. What smart entrepreneurs do, they create the market before the product. And that's what ebook does. Ebook gives you the opportunity, because when you're selling an ebook, somebody has to pay before they have access to the book. They have to pay. Smart investors or smart entrepreneurs create the market before the product. That's how you do this thing. Create the market before the product. So make use of tools like Grammarly to correct the grammars, the punctuations in your write-up. Never stop improving and sharpening your writing skills. It's a powerful thing to keep at it. I want you to watch this. How to self-publish your book. Are you ready? Dan Locke is a powerful guy in this area. Amazing guy, and he has a lot to teach you. I want you to enjoy him.
So first of all, let me say I had zero interest being an author. That at a time when I was doing copywriting, I was getting clients, and I was transitioning beyond and just copywriting. I was doing consulting for some people. And because I was 22, 23 years old, I just found that credibility becomes an issue. And I didn't like to go to networking events and hand out business cards and meet with people. I just find that it's very challenging for my personality. And so understanding marketing, understanding positioning, when you look at the word authority, what's the first 6 letters? It's author. So I thought I need to be an author. So I wrote my first book called Quick Turn Marketing, which is also at the time my company's name. I still have the company today. And it's not a very good title, by the way. It's a very bad title because when I talk to people at the time, like, what is quick turn marketing? Like, what the hell is that? I thought it's like marketing that quickly turn you like making profits. It was a dumb idea. But I came with that title and I self-published that first book. So it's supposed to go foil, shiny, luxurious, turns into a matte, dull, brownish shit color. That's how bad it was. I didn't know how to do publishing, right? But I self-published the book. I think I ordered, I don't know, a few hundred copies. I used that as a business card. I think a book is a ultimate business card. It's for you're a professional, for you are a service provider. Instead of giving people a business card. Here's the thing, because when you give people a business card, they throw it away. But people don't throw away the book. It has staying power. And you have 150, 200 pages to be able to demonstrate expertise and tell your prospect who you are, what you're about. That's why since then, I wrote my first book. I remember an incident because I still don't know if this works or not, right? So I was meeting with people and people would say, hey, do you have a business card? And I would hand them books and stuff. So one time I was traveling to, I believe, Chicago. On a plane, I was talking to a gentleman, a business owner next to me. And we were just talking. And he said, what do you do? Where are you going to? I'm going to conference, cool. And it's like, oh, so what do you do? Oh, you know, I'm in marketing. You know, I write copy and this is what I do. Oh, that's cool. And he was asking me about different things. And he asked me, well, do you have a business card? And I said, well, I don't have a business card. But then I reached in my briefcase. I pulled out my book. Well, I've got a book. And I should see his face. Because his face was like, you got a book. You're younger. You look at a book. I was like, yeah, I got a book. And then he was kind of looking at this. He was flipping through. He was not even reading the book. It was just, that's cool. Well, thank you. Well, anyway, we kept talking. By the time we landed the plane, he wrote me a check for a gig. Now, would that have happened if I gave him a business card? I don't think so. So sometimes the power of a book is not even if people read it or not, just by having it. The weight of it carries so much more power, authority versus, well, here's my flimsy little business card, right? So that's when I learned, and that's from then on why I publish more and more and more books over these, almost one per year for a number of years. Every single time I finish a book, every single time, including the first one, I said to myself, I swear to God, I'll never do another one because it's too much work. It's a lot of work to write, to edit, to publish. At first, I self-publish, so you can use, nowadays there are a lot of print-on-demand services, and even this is before ebook was popular. Nowadays, anyone could publish an ebook on Amazon very easily. Like you can write it. And the great thing is people don't expect an ebook to be that many pages. You can write a 30, 40 page something, a book, a manuscript about whatever topic, you can publish on Amazon through Kindle Publishing, and you're an author, right? And if you want, you can go to lulu.com or some of these other print-on-demand sites where you could have a physical book. If you want to, when you are meeting with people, you want to give the book away, that's okay too. So you can do it. It's so much easier today compared to back then. So I didn't have a publisher, so I would just self-publish. Nowadays, it's very, very inexpensive because it depends on how many you order. So you can submit your manuscript even on Amazon. You can order, it depends on how much quantity. You can just go to a local printing house. I print books paperback as cheap as like $3.50. So before the first book, everything I did before copywriting, it was all complete disaster and failure. Every single time I had a business card. So from then as a copywriter, then I had my first book, then business was kicking off. So I don't want to jinx it. So from then on, I never had a business card. From then on, it's always a book. So that's the kind of the little bit history there. Yeah. So I think over the years, the book, either I was writing a book to get more business, or I was writing a book for positioning. I was writing a book for exposure if I'm co-authoring with other people, or I was writing a book to generate a profit, selling it on ClickBank or on sites, right, on the internet. FU Money, I wrote it almost, I think back in 2008. For this book, you can see the tone of it. It's much more like I have made it. here's what I think it works. Here's what I believe in. Versus those books kind of trying to promote something. So FU Money is definitely my signature work, and people get on Amazon, and even this, because I offer it for free on fumoney.com, right? This book has been downloaded probably like a million times at this point, like a million times. We give it away, and that's summarized by a lot of the philosophy up to that point, like my late 20s. The Unlock It book. So because this book, it's one of those books where the title, the message, it just works. It resonates with people. And I wrote it in my late 20s. And after this book, I had no interest in writing another book because it's just so much work. And to do another book, I just felt like I didn't have the time because I'm focusing on my companies and businesses. I didn't want to do it. And it's only recently, last year, that because of my social media, my following online, now we have millions and millions and millions of people around the world really study our work, and almost everybody knows I have this book, that this is the kind of the go-to book people refer to again and again because so many downloads and people know me and things like that. The challenge is I wrote that book almost 10 years ago. Just like imagine if you're watching this, who you are today compared to 10 years ago. You've grown, you've matured, you're a different person, right? If you're a mom, you're a different mom. If you're a dad, your husband, your wife, you're different, you've grown. So I almost, as much as I love the FU Money book is not a good representation of how I think and who I am today. But because I don't have this, so all people could refer to is this. So I just think it's, even though I don't really want to do it, I think it's necessary to do it. That when people ask me all the time, right, Dan, how could I be more successful? I felt it's time to have an updated version, almost like a Danlock 2.0, to be able to say, okay, now read this. But this is okay. You can see the kind of the almost like the evolution of myself, but you will see this is what I believe in today. These are the philosophy, the principles I think you should follow, which is, you look at the Unlock It book, really the subtitle is The Master Key to Wealth, Success, and Significance. This book is all about success, FU Money. This book is much more about significance and also how to attain success. But it's just, I want people to know that this is the kind of the Danlock 2.0, something that they could refer to, and that's why I wrote the book. I think to avoid is in the beginning, if you are not well-known, like you're just getting started, you don't have a lot of credibility, then self-publish, there's nothing wrong with that. Then later on, when you are a little bit better, you have kind of a base, then you can consider finding a publisher. Like this book is published by a publisher, FU Money, but Unlock It is published by Forbes Books. So like I didn't get to Forbes Books overnight. It was self-published back when I was in my early 20s until this point. So I would say the mistake to avoid is don't feel discouraged that, oh, I'm not publishing with like some major like Wiley or like a major publishers. It's okay. It doesn't matter as much. It's more getting your ideas, your expertise, your message on a book and share with people first. Share it with the right people. I have students who are entrepreneurs that their books, you don't find it anywhere. It's on Amazon, doesn't sell a lot of copy, but they use it as a business card and it generates a lot of business for them. It's a very niche kind of book. It works perfectly fine. So it's not about how many books, unless you're writing like Harry Potter, like fiction or certain types of books that you would sell a lot of copies. And so don't expect to make money from the book. Like this book makes me zero money. It actually costs me a lot of money. Don't do it for that. You do it for other reasons. Maybe for me, this book is for legacy. If you're doing it for marketing and promotion, that's okay. Knowing that the book is not the profit center, it's what's after the book. Maybe you sell your products. Maybe you have consulting opportunities. Maybe you have speaking opportunities. Maybe it's use it to get through the gatekeeper, right? Imagine if I am running a recruitment company to recruit talents. Instead of me co-emailing CEOs and say, hey man, I can find you the talent you want, instead of I wrote a book, if hypothetically I wrote a book on how to find top talents for your company. And I send this FedEx to the top CEOs across the country. Which one's going to get more response? It's very simple. Now I can go into a certain CEO conference and say, hey, I wrote this book on how to find top talents for your company, blah, 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 right? Boom. Then it's a totally different strategy. So I think for beginners, don't expect to make money from the book. It's going to cost you money, but done properly, it's going to open a lot of doors for you. And it's still, doesn't matter how much digital marketing we do, it's still one of the most powerful things you could do in terms of marketing, I think. That's why Richard Branson writes books. Bill Gates wrote multiple books. Yeah, a lot of successful people write it. They don't need to write the book, but they write it for a certain reason. Legacy, exposure, PR, storytelling, whatever it is that you might be going after. Now you can get it on unlockitbook.com. You can get it on Amazon. Also, this book will be available across North America in all the major airports. Hudson, you will also be able to get that as well. So this is kind of my first book, probably my last book. But I said it when it wrote this. Who knows? When I'm 60, maybe I'll do another book. But this is the book where it's now mainstream. That you can get it from bookstore, you can get it from Amazon, get it like in airport, everywhere. So this is kind of my.
Okay, did you get some value from this? If you got some value, can you type, I got some value? Come on, guys, did you get some value? If you got some value, type, I got some value. I got value. I got value. I got value. Talk to me, guys. Did you get value? Okay, beautiful. I'm glad to know that you got value. So one of the things he was saying, and I think is very relevant, is that one of the powerful things you could do with your book is you can use it as a tool for complimentary card to connecting with people, right? You know, but instead of giving people your complimentary card, just give them your book. People will see you in a different way. They talk to you in a different way. They respect you. Their approach is definitely not going to be the same as it used to be. And these are some of the, like I told you, there are several powerful reasons why you should write a book. And here I just show you one of those powerful reasons. A lot of time people just say, no, I don't think I need a book. I just smile. You must write a book. You just must write a book. Can we all type it again? I vow to author a book before I leave this earth. Can everybody type it? I vow to author a book before I leave this earth. Again, I vow to author a book before I leave this earth. There's just nothing like it. If you look at the opportunity this offers you, you want to do this. Now, let's go into monetizing of speaking. Now that you're convinced about the power of writing, then we look at speaking. It's not enough talking. Training is needed to polish your talent. As an orator, reading must become a habit because you cannot teach what you don't know. People will always invest money in speakers that knows their onions. People will always invest money in speakers that know their onion. And it's important to be a speaker and to know your onions well. And to do your job in a very, very good way. And there's a lot of money in speaking. There's a lot of money in speaking. So if you look at it, podcast is one of the major ways to make money from speaking. It's one of the major ways to make money from speaking. Of course, podcast popularity across the globe. South Korea has the highest number, followed by Spain, Ireland, Sweden, then USA. But a lot of people are able to make money from podcasts. I know a speaker who earns over $1 million annually just from podcasts. just from podcasts. Okay, he makes over $1 million annually from podcast. So there's so many monetization channels when it comes to being a speaker, and I want to share a few of them with you. Number one, you can organize your masterclass. Okay, speaking as a monetized product can be in the form of a masterclass. You can have a masterclass. Number two, a live session. Okay, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Live session like I'm doing now. This is a live session. You can also have, make money from being a guest speaker during conferences and events. Okay, you make money being a guest speaker during conferences and events. Okay, being a guest speaker at conferences and events is also one of the ways to really make money, and it works, and it's a really, really, really good way. I mean, I always recommend it big time. Okay. So you can also make money from podcast. I told you about podcast earlier. That works. Okay, how many of you are getting value? If you are getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm getting value, I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Come on, talk to me. If you are getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Okay, talk to me, guys. Yes, the last one is through mentorship. So you can organize mentorship calls. Now, there are several other ways to make money aside this one that I've listed, but I'm just listing this. There are several other ways. There's coaching call, just like this. So mentorship call, under mentorship, you can be divided into mentorship call. I know people who charge $1,000 for 1 hour coaching session. I do that, but it's not something I often do. Okay, so if, for example, I don't know you before, you are not in any of my programs, and you want to learn from me, I charge as much as $1,000 for 1 hour. I have a 6 months coaching program that I charge $20,000 for. But this is, you have to have made over 100 million naira for me to even admit you, because what I discussed there is how to scale it into the billion naira level. So again, it's these things are in phases, but there are several monetization channels as a speaker. This is just income of some of those I've mentored. So how do you make money from speaking? You make money from video content, generate revenue from webinars, and automating and sustaining those webinars. I do webinars like this, and at the end of the webinar, I offer some of my products, and voila, 10 million naira is inside my account. Okay, as simple as that, in 2 hours of a webinar. But you think that that is cool, but remember, again, it requires skills, and it's not something that just happens overnight. It takes a time to build that skill and to build a reputation. But is it possible? Absolutely. It's possible to get to build your skill to a point where you can be making, and I'm not even making much. I know somebody that I know, I've also bought his product. This guy made $2 million from one webinar. Now, it wasn't immediately in 2 hours, but he has turned that webinar to what we call a repeat webinar, where it's automated. And he has done over 2 million US dollars. You won't believe it. Yes, you heard me. 2 million US dollars from one webinar, using one webinar video. $2 million. Yes, one man. One man. I don't feel like that kind of money. Okay, if you want to make that kind of money, can you type I want to make that kind of money? So it's again, this is not rocket science. Is it possible? Yes. But is it an overnight thing? No. And I always like to say that, because I noticed there's a trend. I don't know if you agree that some of us as Africans, we are never, I don't want to use this word so that you guys don't say it's a bit too harsh. But do you notice that many of us as Africans are not really professional entrepreneurs? You know how many years Facebook existed before it started making profit? Do you know how many years? Okay, but as Africans, we start a business today. If it doesn't make money in 6 months, we're out of that business. And it's been something that has been of concern to me. That's something, because if you understand the concept of what makes you an entrepreneur, you will not be into, okay? Uh, I, I honestly, I just feel that many people, and for me, it's one of the things I analyze. I feel we need to work on our understanding of being an entrepreneur. The get rich quick scheme or mindset, or it's why we don't go far as a people. You know, for example, it took you 5 years to get broke, right? But you want to become rich back overnight. Now I've always had to ask people, it doesn't work that way. You don't become broke overnight. It doesn't, you don't just get broke in one day. And in the same vein, you are not going to recover from your brokenness in one day. Can everybody type TTT? Everybody type it, TTT. Things takes time. Everybody type it, TTT. Things takes time. So you can make money as an author, but it takes time. Creating speaking products is also one of the ways to make money. You must have speaking products in that area. That's why today I'm never in a hurry, okay? And it's one of the things that has helped me. I'm never in a hurry to charge people for speaking, because one of the things I've done is to create products that, even as long as there are huge number of people in your audience, even if I don't charge you to come speak, I could sell my books, I could sell my video courses, I could sell my university. So I'm not really after, and these are one of the ways to build wealth, so that you are not just after, oh, you know, it must be one method. No. And also number 4, leverage on instructors' public profile to build your own profile. One of the ways you can also build wealth as a speaker is to leverage on other more successful speakers than yours to be able to partner with their platform and use their platform to grow your brand. For example, if imagine I'm trying to work something out for one of my clients who is also a speaker, but a senior guy in what we do. And he's very close to Brian Tracy. And Brian Tracy has done an endorsement video for his institute. And so what are we going to use to promote this product that I'm trying to put for him? It's purely Brian Tracy video. We're not even using his own video to promote that thing. We're using purely Brian Tracy endorsement video. So one of the ways to build wealth, okay, is to be able to find a way to connect with very successful and speakers, and have those speakers endorse you. Those speakers, you know, kind of come up with something and say, hey, I endorse this person. This person is good. I believe in what this person is doing. Imagine the type I got from Damien John. Okay, let me play that for you again. I want to ask you, I want you all to watch this. After you watch this, and answer me whether you believe, by the way, Damien John, in case you don't know him, is the only black guy on Shark Tank. He's the founder of Fubu, and Fubu has done transaction in excess of $6 billion. After listening to this video about Damien John, even if you don't know me, I want you to tell me whether you will believe me or not. If you believe me after watching this video, type, I will believe you. If you won't believe me after listening to a guy who has built a business worth $6 billion, type, I don't believe you still. Okay, so watch this video.
What's up to all the students in Stephen Akintayo's class? I just want to say, let him keep coaching you. Hopefully, putting you on the right track. I just met the man. I think he's amazing. What's up? There you go. All right, get focused.
Okay, so the question I have for you, I haven't listened to somebody like this, founder of Fubu, and you don't even know me, right? You don't even know me. The question is, will you, okay, believe in my brand? Okay, type I will believe. If you say you believe. If you won't believe, type I don't believe still. Come on, talk to me. So one of the ways, as I say, leverage on instructors' public profile, okay, and get them to profile you, some bigger instructors, some bigger speakers, to kind of profile you. Of course, you should also do your own profiling, okay? Do your own profiling, but get people bigger than you to say something, to endorse you, to say something about you. It goes a long way, because even if they don't know you and they don't even, know who you are, just based on the caliber of those people, they will just say, no, this kind of person cannot endorse this kind of person if the person isn't real. So that is a critical thing that you want to use to build your speaking career. Now, how do you make money from writing? Number one, generate funds weekly from books and from, of course, okay, exclusive packages. Number two, you make money, assist to create a marketable book product that sells, okay? And then make money from strategic online marketing. Now, so you can make money, number one, by, of course, promoting your books on the self-published platforms, and you get regular income. You can also do this by, of course, create marketable packages for your book, and also even help other people to publish their book. Because you heard that lot, because he has published his own book, somebody bigger wrote him a check to help him publish his own. You see now? Okay, make money from strategic online marketing. When you are able to come up with a strategic marketing principle, you can make money as an author. So these are some of the ways to make money. However, I have a coaching program that I would recommend for all of you today. How many of you would like to join my coaching program? It's not free. It's $5,000. If you like to join, type I'd like to join your coaching. Yeah, talk to me, guys. If you would like to join my coaching program, can you type I would like to join your coaching? I want to share with you some of the packages in the coaching program that I run. Some of the benefits, some of what we're offering you. Like I told you, the cheapest of my coaching program is $5,000. Benjamin wants to join my coaching program. Okay, good. Who else wants to join my coaching program? Oyekachi wants to join. Who else wants to join my coaching program? Who else? Come on, talk to me. Okay, who else wants to join my coaching program? Something you want to learn, you want to, okay, good. I can see a lot of you want to. Beautiful, I'm glad to know. So let me tell you what comes with it. Now, so we have this coaching program. It's called Do It Yourself Mentorship, right? And you will be added to a WhatsApp community where you will hold weekly sessions. And in these weekly sessions, these are some of the things you will be learning in those weekly sessions. How to get started to write your book, processes of writing a book, creating your chapter by chapter, choosing your title, introduction to publishing and uploading on Amazon, editing and formatting, developing a book cover, getting your ISBN, how to promote your book and make weekly income. Okay, working on your search engine optimization so that you are seen, you are visible as an author. Okay, Tony wants to join my coaching program. Beautiful. So I charge $5,000 for that. And also the coaching program is hybrid. Can everybody type hybrid? One of the things that we do, okay, Law said, beautiful. Law, you are one of those who are already signed up. Congratulations. Now you need to send a mail to info@StephenAkintayo, evidence of payment, what you paid for. to info@Stephen Akintayo. Make sure you put your phone number so that my office can reach out to you. There are a couple of packages they need to send to you, and then they need to add you to certain particular group. Now, also, let me see. Under the speaking program, so I said it's an hybrid. So I'm mentoring you on how to be an author. Simultaneously, we're also mentoring you on how to be a speaker, okay, together. So on that, what we're going to be showing you as a speaker will help you to develop your message and your niche. Number two, speaking in public, 3 parts of the speech. Number 3, making money from video content. Number 4, how to get invitation to speak and pricing model. Number 5, setting up speaking products. Number 6, key to effective speaking. Number 7, hosting a high converting webinar and automating it. Number 8, building a global brand as a speaker. Okay, Andy Law, I need you to redo that. Andy Law, resend that mail. Okay, now, so how many of you think this is cool? You think this is cool, type cool. Everybody talk to me. If you think this product is cool, what we are offering you in this coaching program, if you think it's cool, can you type cool? Talk to me. So these are some of the things that we're giving you. However, I still have some bonuses I'm giving those who are making payment while we're on this webinar call. So if you pay while we're on this webinar, not when we leave, you go think about it. While we're live, I have this bonus for you. And this is strictly for those of you who pay right now. Now, by the way, also, when we end this webinar, you have to pay the normal price. All my discount is only when you pay while we're on the webinar. I will think about it, I'll come back later. No. Now, number 1 thing that you want to do is the information. I want to give you my book called Information Millionaire. This book has helped several people to build wealth. Several people, a lot of great people have built wealth through that model. And it's been an amazing thing for me in terms of what we've done. Number 2, digital marketing, understanding, monetizing, consulting, okay? And this has gone a long way. It has helped us big time. Okay? So digital marketing, understanding, monetizing, and consulting in digital marketing. This is a powerful book that shows you the process of doing that. We also have, of course, videos, how to make fast money from social media marketing, Information Millionaire video course, and these are also other products we're giving you, 3-month WhatsApp community for mastermind and support. So these are all some of the things that will go a long way to help you. And these are bonuses we're offering you for all of you who are joining today. So again, if you're interested, you also gain, of course, access to master speaking and writing mentorship, get into our networking where you are able to network with high-profile people. For those of you who are interested, this is the details. You can make transfer to the account you are seeing there, Stephen Akintayo Company. And of course, if you want to pay with your card, you can go to stephenakintayocompany.com/SAA. Step 2, after payment, send to, I want you to also copy info@stephenakintayo.com, as much as speakers and authors at stephenakintayo.com. Speakers and author at stephenakintayo.com, but also copy info@stephenakintayo.com, full name, email, phone number, evidence of payment. Numbers you can call is +234 81 800 00618. Again, +234 81 800 00618. Those are the details for those of you who want to join and be part of what we do. I'm going to take questions right now for as many of you who are interested in this. So if you're interested, okay, please go ahead and you can be part of this. Okay, I'm trying to also get one of my mentees, who is also a very dear friend. What's her name? Chinyere here. I'm going to see whether she's able to join us. But, you know, if not, that's fine. So let's take question. Yeah, let's take questions. Oh, I can see cool. Eco Williams is cool. Ehechi cool. Francis cool. Majid cool. Okay, I can see everybody. How many of you have gotten value so far? If you've gotten value, type I got value, I got value, I got value. Come on, talk to me. If you got value, type I got value, I got value, I got value, I got value. Okay. Oladunjo says, can one make part payment? Yes, you can, but note that you have 30 days to balance, okay? And your class will not start until your payment is complete. That's how we do it. So your class ain't starting until your payment is complete. And of course, you have 30 days, and we don't do refunds. We don't. So you're gonna come back and say, you know, I changed my mind. I want to use the money to bury my uncle. I mean, I've gotten several, you know, stories about people who want to do business. And I've always said, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you have to really be serious about things like this, right? It's either you want to do this or you don't want to do, right? The concept of waiting and thinking that you can just drag issues. I don't think that's how business is done. There has to be only those who have a serious approach are entitled to a glorious result in anything that you do in life. It's a serious approach that entitles you to glorious result. There must be a serious approach. So I'm going to start taking a question. Christian says, can one buy any of these, your books, especially the ones on digital marketing? Definitely you can. Visit Amazon or visit book.stephenactel.com. Book.stephenactel.com. All my books are there and you can buy them. Or you go to Amazon.com and type Stephen Akintayo. You will see all the books that are written by me and you can certainly buy. Okay? Any more questions? Do you have questions? Feel free to ask me any question. I'm willing to take your questions right now. Questions. You have questions? Go ahead. Questions? Go ahead. Any question? I want to thank all of you who have watched since beginning. While I'm waiting for your question, I want to say a big thank you to everybody who has been joining me since day one. I think I will probably give some of my books tomorrow. I'm not promising. To those who have joined from day 1 to day 6. So those who didn't miss any of the days. You're around Monday, you're around Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, then I think you deserve one of my books. So I think you should choose which of my books you want. Those of you who have been attending from day 1, tomorrow at the end of the class, I may give some of you a gift of one of my books, anyone you like. I also like you to know tomorrow is the last day, and it's 4 p.m. tomorrow. The best is for the last, and I don't want you to miss it for anything in this world. Okay, don't miss it for anything in this world. It's something you want to come, you want to learn, you want to share and be part of. Okay, it's going to be a very life-changing class. So I can see more questions here. Okay, Onyekachi says, how can I become an orator? Because I'm gifted in speaking and writing. And you're already an orator. What you should say is, how do I become skillful And to become skillful in that is the same thing with anything in this world. To become skillful in anything in this world, what you need to do is to, do three things. Number one, invest in training. And if we say invest in training, we're talking about the 10,000 hour rule. There's something we call 10,000 hour rule. And the 10,000 hour rule simply means that you are able to put in 10,000 hours to learn. If you put in 8 hours a day to learn, that gives you about 7 years. So you start your journey today and begin to every day, you're reading books, listening to audio messages on how to be a speaker, how to be a writer. Cumulatively, you will over time get exceptionally good at it. So step one is training. Like even the one you are watching now is the process of becoming skillful writer and speaker. Step two of this process, step two is to move from, of course, just training to exposure. And I call this experience and exposure. How do you get exposure, right? You want to check how other people are doing it. Go to conferences, watch the way they put their own together and say, okay, this is how they package it. Then how do you get experience? Volunteer. Like you did in some of Upgrade conference, you volunteer, you and your wife, you help to anchor some segments. That's how you do it. You volunteer. You say, I want to help you out. I want to help you do this. I want to handle this. In that process of volunteering, you get really exceptionally good in those processes. You begin to do things in a very unique way. Okay, and that's how things begin to change, actually. That's how they begin to turn around for your good. It's just how this thing works in business. So you begin to volunteer. I want to do this, I want to do that. Over time, it begins to change. You begin to get exposure, you begin to build credibility. In the process of doing it, people begin to trust you. And then the next thing you also want to do, number three, is to get a mentor in that area. Anything you're doing that you don't have somebody mentoring you, you really can't go far. It's just how this thing works. Your success is always a function of the exposure you've gotten. You can't go farther than the exposure you've gotten. I can see somebody asked me a question, but I would like you to repost your question, please, because other comments have blocked it. There is an icon called question. I need you to click on that icon called question and type in your question there. When you type question in the chat button, other people's chat covers it up. And at the end of the day, one may not even be able to see it. Okay, so please click on the chat button and type your question there. I will be able to see it that way. Also, those of you watching on Instagram or Facebook, feel free to ask any question I'm willing to take. So, Mr. Kachi, I hope you got value. If you got value, type I got value, I got value, I got value. Okay? Okay, come on, talk to me. If you got value, type I got value. I hope I answered your question very well. So basically, 3 steps, like I've said, training, step 1. Step 2 is exposure and experience. Exposure you get by checking other people doing it. Experience, okay, you get by beginning to do things for people for free at the beginning. Okay, you do it for free at the beginning just so as to gain the experience and things like that. I had to consult for big companies. I'm going to train you for free. Don't pay me. Now get there early. You know why? I'm building my profile. I'm building my brand. I knew that if I don't do it that way, even those who want to pay me want to know who have I worked for before. So it's important to at least, as a phase of this thing, you want to do it for free while you are just building relationship and building your name and your brand. The next question is from Michael Sika. So I missed the class yesterday because of service, but couldn't find it on YouTube. Please, I need to catch up. If you subscribe to my YouTube, what you then need to do is to check the timeline. Okay, so the latest video, once you check it, that's the video of the last day. There was a mistake done by my team and I've had them to correct it. They should go and title each of the video on the courses that we took. so that it's easy for my audience to get them. But while they are doing that, just check the most recent video, except for today's zone. That's yesterday's zone, okay? That they wrote Upgrade Conference, Upgrade Summit. That's the one. Next question is from Dominion. Dominion says, apart from coaching, can someone still learn from buying your books for payment, bill, and get paid? Bill payment, there's no book to buy for bill payment because it's a software business. You know, without the software, there's no way you can make money from that business. So it's clearly a function. It's unlike, you know, becoming a speaker and author. The voice is yours and it's God-given. Writing is yours, it's God's given. But in the case of recharge and bill, it's a software. Without the software, you know, you can't do the business, okay? So that one is not a function of a book. It's purely a function of getting the software, okay? Which is you trying to raise the money to get that software, okay? I have James says, can we get the video of this class? Yes, you can get the video of this class. You can just go to my YouTube at Stephen Akintayo TV. Subscribe right now. Subscribe. The reason why you need to subscribe, you may not be able to see most of the videos there if you don't subscribe. And subsequent videos you may not be able to see if you don't subscribe. So click on the subscription button and then click on video and you begin to see the videos, right? And you'll see the one for today. Let me see. The next question is from Ihechi. Ihechi has also been consistent since we started. It says, sir, I notice you are so passionate in the things you do. My question is, what inspires you and what is your driving force? Honestly, for me, my driving force is purely a function of the fact that I was also born poor and I can relate to, you know, poverty. You know, there's nothing you want to tell me about poverty I don't know. Sometimes when my passion comes, it comes to some people as though, you know, some people see it as pride, some people see it whatever they want to call it. But what they don't know is that it's just passion, that I know what you are going through. But at the same time, I didn't also get here by being dashed the solution. I had to move myself, push myself, and I today I want everybody to type this down. Okay, success is not as important as the process to success. Okay, the result of success is not as important as the process of success. So the process is ultimately what is most important, not, the process it took you to get to where you are. The process is the key thing here, the process. And it's important to understand that you need to go through a process of success. That's how you get big in life and anything you do. The process. I've been through so many processes to become who I am today. So the process is what's important. Some would rather beg you than go through the process of learning how to sell something and making money from selling. Some would rather become a beggar, right, than to learn how to earn money in a dignified way. And for me, I hate all that. I saw that process growing up and I hated it. I used to see my mom even go loan money. I hated it. That's one of the reasons. I remember running training during a great conference, doing family finance. And I told them, I said, I have a personal policy of not taking loan, right? In business, of course, you need loan to grow your business, you need investment. But personally, I need to buy something, I need to feed my family. I don't believe in taking loan. It's a personal principle. I'd rather look for something I can sell that has a commission to the tune of the money I'm looking for and beg you to buy that thing. Do everything I can to beg you to buy that value than to come and just tell you to borrow me money or dash me money. A personal principle. I'm not asking you to do it. It's just my own rule. So my passion, inspiration comes from the fact that I have been where you are. I know what you're going through. I've been there. And I know it's easy to come out. I have done it. I came out, didn't I? And I know you can. So, you know, there's that pain, there's that energy that you can do this. But every day you see people just give you excuses. You don't understand. I'm sick. You don't even get it. I'm tired. You don't even understand. It's not easy. Can't you understand? And I'm saying, hey, it wasn't easy for anybody, not for me. But you are better off enduring it because the value and the privilege of that is better. The process of success is more important than the result of success. A quotable quote by Stephen Akintayo. The process of success is more important than the result of success. So what is more important is that process. That thing you are going through is good. You go through it well. Have you seen raw gold? Have you ever seen a raw gold that is as beautiful as the finished gold? Have you ever seen a raw diamond that is as beautiful as the finished diamond? Never in this world, never. Okay, never. Every of this gold, diamond, in their raw state, they don't look good. But do you know what end up refining them? Pain. Pain. To refine some gold, you take it through hot fire. Lots fire. Fire. Thing goes through hot fire. That's how the thing become purified. That's why even in scripture it talks about you being purified as gold. Right? Same thing with diamond. Diamond goes through a lot of purification processes where they use several equipments to remove all the dirt. So imagine how gold will be crying. Okay? Imagine. Francis Bola says, is this webinar going to be a monthly thing? I don't understand. I only owe those who join my coaching program monthly webinars. So I don't get what you mean by a monthly thing. Okay? Anytime I come to do webinar on anywhere is a lock. You don't owe me, I don't owe you. You know, and I can't tell you I will do it another time. And when I do it another time, I can't tell you I will do it in this fashion. So only thing that is those who are in my coaching program, who of course on a monthly basis, I engage them, ask them questions about how they are doing. I give them strategies and tips, you know, but you know, that's why you have to move from free to fee. Okay, you have enjoyed the free, which is part of the strategy in business. Let people taste more. It's the SUYA model. So one of the reasons I do webinars like this is for you to taste a bit of what I do, who I am, the value I can give you. And what we are saying is that come closer, come heater, so that you can have better access. Okay? Dominion says, how can someone get the software for, I believe you must be talking about recharge and bill. You pay now, didn't you attend the webinar? If you didn't attend the webinar, go watch the webinar. The webinar tells you how to pay, what to pay, told you the amount to pay after the webinar. So pay the new amount. That's all. Any more questions, guys? I want to say a big thank you, everybody who came. Thank you. Thank you for being part of all these webinars we've been doing. You know, you spend time, data, and all of that. God bless you real good. God bless you real good. Okay? God bless you real good. And God bless you real good. Okay. So I want to say a big bye-bye and thank you for watching today's webinar. And remember, tomorrow 4 p.m. we're here for the last part. Feel free to share, invite your friends for tomorrow's webinar. Get everybody to come and learn. Okay, the final question. By the way, if you've enjoyed this lecture, can you show me some love? Come on, guys. I call it honor, the principle of honor. Somebody dash you something, thank them before you're asking for more. Thank them, appreciate them, right? It's not easy. If it's easy, you to go and teach the little you know now. A lot of people tell me they feel they don't know much, that's why they're not teaching. It's not true. I don't know much. You know how many people that know better than I do? But the little I know, I'm teaching it. So you to go teach the little you know, you will now appreciate what I'm doing. You will appreciate it better. Taye says, let me see, where's Taye? Taye has a question. I will take his question as the last question. It says, can we classify those people who primarily source for their information for the book writing as real authors? Of course, yeah. As long as they have the copyright, of course. You have to source for, I mean, what's the meaning of writing? Writing is basically about research. You can't just, and this is one of the reasons why Africans don't have books that people read. Most African authors are one of the most arrogant authors I've ever met in my life, right? You want to write a book on, let's say, real estate, and you tell me everything about how you left Ajegule, you moved to Ibejuleki, as if Ajegule and Ibejuleki is the only place that exists in the world. Okay, as if you're only writing to people in Ajegule and Ibejuleki. And the funny thing is that those in Ajegule and Ibejuleki don't even read as much. So most of the people you are supposed to be teaching are international audience. And you need to do research to be able to give them data of how the real estate market works in the UK and the US. You have to do research. You have to search for materials to do that. Okay, so I mean, we do that a lot. You say, you know, I want is original. What do you mean by original? That's why the word copyright is important. I've told you, private label right is a legal term where the author gives you the legal right to the book once you pay him. And I've taught you, the day I taught you on private label right, you do not copy and paste the private label right, even though legally you can do that. You should, you know, use the model I taught you. If you missed that class, go and watch it on YouTube. I've done a class on private label right. Go and watch it on YouTube. So, but by law, you're an author, whether you use private label right or not. That's what the law says. The law, okay? And this law is law. Not okay. So, but I always tell my students, you can't just copy private label right. It doesn't make sense, right? You must add your own feel to it. Else, it doesn't make sense for me to buy your book and it's just a copy and paste of what somebody else has done. It doesn't make sense, right? Some people do it, but I don't think it's the best. I don't advise my students to do it. So make sure you pick some of the research, tangible aspect of the private label right, but add your own feel to it. That's why I told you can do the audio version. All my books are from my videos. I do videos, my team transcribe the video, right? Do add research into it, okay? And then the book is ready. That's why anybody who reads my book can have that global feel to it. Some of them will even wonder whether it's a Nigerian that wrote the book. But you see, as my feel, I still share my own story there, okay? But I've given you a global perspective so that you don't read the book and it's just like, who is this guy from Lagos talking, as if all of us who will read this book are from Lagos. Okay, if you've gotten value, type I got value. God bless you all. I appreciate you all for coming. I love you all. God bless you. Good night. See you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Bye-bye.